Hey guys, how is it going today? This is kind of how I am every day at home. I'm just kind of like in a tank top and a sweater, usually in a blanket, in a very comfortable chair. And just because I've got a camera on now, and I'll be recording so you guys can see me, it's not going to change how I am at home. I'm not going to change how I am at home for you guys during these during these trading moments. I don't really, as much as I care about what you guys think of me, at the same time, I'm also going to be very comfortable to myself, right? So here I am, just in one of my favorite blankets. All Asian people have these types of blankets, as you guys have noticed here. I mean, how do you guys like that, huh? Despite everything that's been going on, imagine just sitting at home in your comfortable chair in a very comfortable blanket like how I am right now with my legs up on my desk and making $600 per trade, huh? What do you guys think of that? I think that's pretty awesome, right? So let's talk about this trade and why I decided to enter it, all right? I decided to enter this trade over here for a few good reasons. So I entered this trade because it was just incredibly overbought, guys. I mean, if you look at this right here, right? I started entering the trade as soon as I saw this peak right here, okay? Look at this peak right there. You guys see it? This peak right here and this peak right here. So this one is a series, it's a higher high in terms of the candles, right? Notice how it's a higher high on the candles itself. But if you look at the actual divergence of the actual RSI, what do you guys notice? What you are noticing is a bearish divergence right there. So I literally caught it right at the peak, okay? I noticed that, hey, this one here could not simply gain a higher RSI. So because I couldn't gain a higher RSI there, well, and even though it's getting higher price action, that number one, it definitely most certainly implies that we're now getting some sort of bearish divergence, right? So because we're getting a series of bearish divergences, it's very clear to me that on the 15-minute chart, it was actually going to do the exact same thing as well. So I'm actually up about $800 right now already. I'm probably going to take my profit very, very soon. I mean, I've only been in this trade for a very short time. I've been in this trade since 2:21. It's now about 2:43 p.m. here. Let me just fix this so you guys can actually see it. There you go. This should be good now. So yeah, I basically just, I had a lot of trouble market executing, okay? I had a lot of trouble market executing this, and the reason why I had trouble was because well, it just wasn't good. And I actually made a trade earlier last night as well. It was a really good trade there. I think I made like $400 or $500, but this trade is going to be the big one right over here. So I'm hoping to close my position. Right around the 55 EMA over here, which is at 51. So, if I close it at 51, we're talking at 35 cents, okay? We're talking at about 35 cents per coin there. So I'd be looking at over $1,000 profit here. But I might actually close it a little bit earlier. We'll see how this goes. So we're getting a many different series of bearish divergences all across the board already. We're finally actually ticking down and below this purple EMA, which is the 21 EMA, right? If you guys actually look at it very closely over here, we're finally getting to that territory where it simply cannot sustain above it. So because it can't sustain above it, yeah. So we're also getting massive bearish engulfing candles. These bearish engulfing candles right here are very implicative that we're starting to lose some massive steam and momentum, okay? So you guys got to remember that every time we get a big red candle like that with volume that's engulfing the previous and the previous before that, then you can easily assume that we're losing plenty of steam. So if we look over here, I need some chapstick. My lips are always dry, excuse me there, okay? I'll get in a few minutes actually. So if we look at the level 2 price action over here, this is kind of weird, right? You guys are just seeing me chill at home in a blanket. Like, I don't really mind at all that you guys see me in this light, to be quite honest, okay? It doesn't bother me in one bit. I'm always going to be true to who I am. Of course, when I do technical analysis, it's going to be a very different story, and you guys are going to see me very differently. But when it actually comes to trading, guys, I'm not going to change who I am once again when I'm trading at home, okay? I'm just trading in my sweats right now, and you know, like my favorite sweater and my blanket and my favorite chair, and it's awesome. So we're getting a massive bearish engulfing candle right now on the 1 hour chart, which looks very, very, very nasty over here. We're also getting a shooting star right now on the 3 hour candle, okay? Now let's see what other charts that we have here. If we look at the 2 hour chart for EOS, oh, sorry, wrong chart there. I didn't mean to bring up Bitcoin. Let's take a look at EOS here. We look at, say, the 2 hour chart right here. Ooh, we got ourselves some nasty, nasty candles that are actually being rejected already. So what we see is that it's at 757 already. And it seems like it's actually going to reach my target very, very soon. So let's just keep track of where this is. I'm actually going to go lower now. Okay, I actually had it at 751 over here already, but it doesn't seem like it's actually going to be it's going to go much lower than that, okay? I'm just going to refresh this page right now, and let's see what this is actually at right now. And I would like to tweet this to my Twitter as well, just to give them an idea of what's going on, okay? So let's make sure that I always remove this, but you guys are going to see it in a live trade already. So yeah, there we go. My Twitter followers, they love to know what kind of profit I make. So let's make sure we give them that as well. So now I've got mine at about 39, okay? If I sell it at 39, we're going to be talking about a 46 cents difference right here. And a 46 cents difference is fairly large in my opinion. 46 cents times that is almost going to be an $1,800 profit. So I'm definitely just going to chill here, and I'm just going to wait to see what kind of momentum we have on it going down. So I like to tweet all the time my profits, as you guys know, right? So yeah, I'm up $1,200. This is kind of what I do, guys, all right? I just kind of destroy the market. Now I'm 35 cents up on the dollar, right? 35 cents on that is about $1,500 profit right here. I do believe that we are going to puncture the 39-cent range. As soon as we puncture this 39-cent range, I'm actually going to be in quite a big profit. But are we actually going to do it? Is it dropping that low is the question, okay? It's getting to some fairly low RSI right now, so I might just actually take my profit right here, 53.07 right here, 53.07. Let's see what kind of range we can actually get this right now, okay? Let's see if people are actually going to buy it, but I don't believe it's actually going to sustain over here, all right? I don't believe it's going to sustain at all. I think that people are actually going to end up selling it well below that. But you know what? Let's take most of our profit right here. Okay, let's just see what we can do over here. 535. I actually am moving it up a little bit right now. I don't think it's going to work, guys. Like, I just don't believe that we're actually going to sustain this. I think that it is going to come down. Okay, let's take a look here, right? Like, we just have so much momentum for it to come down right now, and there's really no signs of support. So it's hard for me to believe right now that we are actually going to get any type of support. So I've actually lost out on a big chance right here. This came down all the way to the 50s already, okay? And now we bounced up another 10 cents, which is literally $400 in play that I've lost out on. But it's hard for me to believe that this is actually going to bounce back up in any way, okay? I'm looking at EOS on the 2-hour chart, and we're getting a massive series of huge rejections right now. We have to keep in mind how high this RSI is, okay? It's at 95 RSI right now, okay? Which is a very large amount. It's so high right now on the 3-hour chart, on the 4-hour chart, on basically every single time frame. We can easily assume that this is unrealistic for it to sustain this type of RSI, right? We take a look at the double tweezer top here as well. This double tweezer top right here with the long wicks imply that the bulls are heavily losing control right now. So can we assume that the bulls are winning? No, guys, we simply cannot win. I do not believe in any way that they are going to win this war. So we're just going to keep playing, to keep sticking to this game right here. It is true. My accuracy of when to short the market makes me think you're from the future. I do have incredible accuracy, guys, when it comes to actually shorting the market. It's funny though, right? Making a monthly income in like literally minutes. It's honestly true. Sometimes I make like a year's wage in like a week. So kind of not to brag about it, but you guys know my skill, man. You guys know exactly where my talent is and where my skill. And you guys know that when I'm trading, I'm like a different animal, right? I'm a very cocky and very arrogant type of trader. Oh, it's so cold today. Jeez. So let's just see where this is going to go further. I think we're going to get a tiny bit of support, and then we're going to get one more wave down where this is, I think that this is actually wave one. Like this is all wave one perhaps. This is 2, 3, 4, and I think there's one more wave coming down. Excuse me, one more wave coming down still over here. I honestly should have taken my profit at the 50 ranges right here. If I did, that would have been some nice profit. I think we're gonna come down, guys. I mean, Bitcoin only went up by $100. You got to keep that in mind, okay? Bitcoin only went up by like literally $100, and we're losing steam. There's gonna be a crossover happening very soon on the MACD over here. I firmly believe that. I just can't see it getting any higher, guys. I just can't see it getting any higher at all right now. I mean, I would love to be able to sell it. Like, is it going to bounce off of this EMA right here, the 21, right? That would have been amazing. But I don't think it's going to actually bounce off of there. Like, we got to keep in mind how high this RSI is, and it needs to come down. I do not believe in any way that this should have came down, or that this should have gone up. So I'm going to tell people why we should have shorted here. And I'm going to tell you guys again, okay? So we're going to talk about the signal to short right here, okay? We're getting a series of lower highs on RSI. Lower high on RSI, right? So that's pretty much what you do. You look for these kinds of things, right? But high price action, which means we're getting higher highs or candles, but because of the lower highs on RSI implies losing strength. That's the key to short. Okay, makes sense, guys? That's the key to short right there. So I want to make sure that my Twitter followers, they always understand stuff like this going on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just going to share this with you guys. All right, we're at 51 again, guys. 51. We're going to sell this guy at 47. I'm literally just coming up right here, okay? There we go. We're smashing. Smash it. We're going down. I'm yelling timber. Oh, 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 oh. I'm just going to close it at 50. I'm going to close mine right at 50, okay? 50, 41. There we go. I got to go. I got to end this video. I got to go talk to my friend Mel. I'll do anything. I'll give up $1,000 any day just so I can talk to my friend Mel. That's the truth, okay? She comes before everything. Come on. Come on. Come on, I gotta close this. I gotta go. I really do have to go. I can't market execute because it's just way too many. This is really, really laggy right now. Yeah, something serious just came up, so I gotta bounce. Oh yeah, it's starting to market execute. Come on. I don't think it's gonna support it anyway still. Now we're just fighting to get some orders filled. It's actually getting kind of hard. There we go. Two. Really not that many. See, these guys are only selling like two at a time. Two at a time. It's really not that much. But now I'm just going to keep undercutting him and we'll go from there. I don't want to spike the market, right? I'll end up closing at 53, which is really what I don't want. So, yeah. I just cannot get any orders closed. It's getting really hard right now. Okay, you know what? We gotta just do it, guys. Boom. There we go. That is my position. I closed. I don't know if you guys saw that, but because it was really different there, right? I ended up taking a $1,200 profit, as you guys saw earlier. But because I ended up buying some instead there, it didn't reflect the profit properly. But yeah, as you guys saw, there's a $1,200 profit, and I'm just gonna end this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed that there. Take it easy. Easy $1,200. Bye now.